Hello, my name is Justin Buckner with Sequatchie Concrete. Today we will begin part 3 of our educational series dealing with concrete fibers. Fibers can be used in concrete structures when rebar will not work, such as complicated structures and thin structures. Concrete is weak in tension. An example is having a concrete beam that we start to load at the top. The top will bend inwards and the bottom will start to sag. If the concrete beam is not reinforced, it can crack because of the compression on the top and the tension on the bottom. Look what happens when we add fibers to the concrete. The fiber acts as a micro reinforcement. The cracks will still form at the same load, but the beam will not fall apart because it's held together by the fibers. Fibers do not make the concrete stronger, but it does hold it together and makes it tougher. If you look in the crack, you can see the fibers. The fibers make it hard to pull the concrete apart. The fibers give the concrete toughness and keeps the crack small. Smaller cracks can equal longer life of the concrete because it keeps the chemicals from getting in and causing deterioration. There are two types of fibers, microfibers and macrofibers. Microfibers are used for fresh concrete, usually poured within 1 to 6 hours. This is extremely important when it's hot, windy, or sunny. This will help prevent plastic shrinkage cracks. Microfibers are usually less than a ½ inch in size and are flexible. Macrofibers are to protect concrete for years. They usually are greater than a ½ inch in length and are stiff material. They could be made out of plastic, metal, or glass. Fibers will add cost to your mix design, but it will give you a longer lasting concrete. Fibers will also change the way that the concrete needs to be finished. For example, if you're using a fibrillated fiber type material or a stiff, rigid fiber such as the macros, it's advantageous to broom it one way. If you broom it back the opposite way, the fibers could stand up. How much should you use of each product? Well, the microfibers are usually dosed anywhere from a ½ pound to a 1½ pound dosage rate. Macros, they're usually dosed anywhere from a 3 pound to a 10 pound dosage rate. Should you use fiber or rebar? Well, rebar will take the majority of the load, but the fibers are a safety factor and will keep cracks small and make the concrete tougher. Most of the time, fiber can replace non-structural rebar and welded wire mesh while greatly reducing the cost and the time needed to complete your job, while creating also a much safer work environment.